Hey everybody, just wanted to do a real quick review of Mass Effect 3. And I know this has been out for a little bit, maybe a month or so, but I just finished it, got the platinum, and I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about it. First part's the review, second part might contain spoilers, so I would give this an 8.5. I really enjoyed it. I really did. I know 8.5, well, why wouldn't you give it a 10 like a lot of other people are doing? A couple reasons. A lot of forced things in this. Not to say that you don't have choices, but some of the choices the game makes for you, no matter what you're doing, how strong you are, no matter what you might do or say, there are choices that the game does make for you. And I don't enjoy that. I don't know about that. Just kind of frustrates me. A couple other things that I thought were a little off, and again, it might seem kind of minor, but is the facial animations. I was looking for a little more emotion during the emotional parts. Maybe I'm just spoiled by Uncharted Drakes. There's a lot of emotion in those faces. The voice actors on the game did a great job. I think they really brought it to the table, and overall, again, the game was great. It's a great investment, especially if you played 2. You get to import your save. You get to keep leveling up from there. Just improve upon that character. So it's a really fun in that aspect, especially if you get it for the 360 and you played 1, 2, and now you're going to play 3. It's even more fun. For PlayStation 3, which I played it on. It was good because for 2 they let you do the motion comic at the beginning, which was great, and then you carry over. So a lot of the old characters you get to see come back, and that's again, those tie-ins, those continuations of their story and of the universe, I think was really cool. They did a bunch of tweaking, so if you played 2, there's a bunch of tweaks here and there that do make the gameplay more fun, make the gameplay more smooth. So I enjoyed that. I played through it on Sanity just to get it out the way, and there are some aspects that really made me want to throw my controller through the wall, but then there was somewhere it was like, oh, this isn't so bad for Insanity. But I got that out the way, then I went back and I played it on Easy, which is basically like brain dead, but it was a lot of fun because by then I was already so super powered, and I just went through and I was just like killing everything. The multiplayer online, I had a lot of fun with that. I don't know about others, but I'm not a big online guy normally, but I do like co-op play online. And it's a 4-player co-op, up to 4-player. You can do 2 or 3 if you really want to. You can just, kind of start it. 10 missions. Well, it's 10 waves within each mission, and then there's 5, 6 different areas. And I thought it was fun. And then the upgrading system within that, and then eventually the maximum character level for that is 20. Once you get it to 20, you can promote it to the single player. So I enjoy that myself. I don't know about others, but I really thought that was fun. The trophies aren't too bad on this one. The worst one I found was when you got to kill 5,000 guys. That took me like 3 playthroughs and a lot of online time. Otherwise than that, the trophies are pretty straightforward, and I got the platinum for it. I got the platinum for 2. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. Great game. Again, that's the end of just the review. 8.5, great game. Buy it, you'll love it. Now, spoilers. If you don't want to hear things about the game, you want to play it. This is really more for discussion for those who have played it and want to, just hear some other things about it. There's a Easter egg that I thought was really cool where if you're not romantically involved with Tali, you can walk in on her and Garrus making out right before the end at one point in the ship. You go to the gun battery, and she's in there with Garrus, and they're making out, and they're like, oh, wait a minute, what? Otherwise, the romance thing can continue. If you had romance in 2, you can either continue it or start a new one. I continued mine. I had mine with Miranda in number 2, so I carried that over, and you got to play the romance things carefully. You got to talk to them at the right times and say the right questions, and you got to have enough of enough of reputation going on, and you got to have the right relationship with them. But Miranda and I, we hooked up, and then I thought at the end it was really cool because you get to do that conference call thing where you get to call out to every one of your top guys, and Miranda was one of them. So when I called out to her, there's a little touching moment when she said, oh, Shepard, when this is all over, you come find me. And, he said, I will. And it was kind of touching. And I kind of had an idea that he really wouldn't, that he was going to have to do his sacrifice even before I beat the game. And, when you beat the game, there's no way to live. So that moment even becomes more touching to me. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a big guy, but I cried like a little girl. And I thought it was really touching. So I'm assuming it would happen the same way with, I don't know what it would be like if you were romancing somebody who was there with you, because I know you can romance Tally in number 2, so I'm assuming that can carry over. But then again, you can also get Tally killed in this one where she commits suicide. So, there's a lot of various aspects that I thought were cool in that way. But I made it through without Tally killing herself. I accidentally got her to kill herself the first time with the Geth thing. I didn't warn the fleet, and as I should have, but then I figured that out. I thought that was really cool, that he sacrificed himself. I wish Lee Jen wouldn't sacrifice him. He was one of my favorite characters, and I always thought he was cool. And I really think that he was the one. If you watch in the archives when you do that Geth mission, and you see the archives of the footage, I think he's the one that saved that farming robot, and that's why it says that sniper rifle when it mentions it. If you didn't catch that, go back and whenever you have time. But you see the memories of the Geth. And I think that was him, and that's why he has all those wounds, because he's been around so long. He's been one of the original ones. But otherwise than that, again, I thought it was really good. I know I said 8.5, but I'm kind of harsh on games. The facial animations to me were a little off. Sometimes the eyeballs were staring in the wrong direction. The forced aspects of like that fight with Kenji, all those multiple fights with him, I'm like, dude, I know I could have beat him much sooner, especially when I was super tough. Now, when it's on standing, I'm playing through the first time, yeah, he kind of got me here and there. But there was a couple times when I know he should have been dead when I was playing through the other time. And to have him forced to continue. And the 3 forced endings, I just really would have loved to have an ending where Shepard could save the day and find happiness with whoever he was romancing. And it'd be based upon his choices. If he made the wrong choices, then you know what? He doesn't. And he does have to sacrifice himself to save the day. But if he had done the right things, then I really think they should have worked in an ending where not only does he save the day, but he gets a life. He gets a chance after all he sacrificed, after all he's been through, to be with someone and be happy. I did like that little thing. I got the one with the synthesis, and I had Joker and Edie, and I saw them hugging on each other. That was pretty cool. So, and I like the whole aspect of how you play again, because at the end you see the Stargazer, the old man with the child, and he says, well, I'll tell you one more story about the Shepherd. And that's one thing that I really like that I don't know if a lot of people caught. That is, like, take, for example, the Asari. They're supposed to be this super advanced race, the most advanced race in the galaxy, but they still believe in a God. And I thought that was cool, because, me, I'm a fat preacher man, it's because I believe in Jesus. I believe in the God. But that's the aspect of, well, in spite of evolution, in spite of technology, in spite of the futuristic of the game, there's still this belief in a higher being. And it might not be the true God, but there's a belief of God. And even the name that they give to Shepard, the Shepherd. And even though his name isn't spelled right, they spell it Shepherd. It's Shepherd, S-H-E-P-H-E-R-D, like the great shepherd, Jesus Christ. I thought that it was really cool that was even his name. Again, that's me, Jesus freak aspect. I don't know if many people caught that or see that, but again, his great sacrifice to save everyone else. Again, I see those things. I don't know if everybody else does. Anyway, again, got off tangent, got off subject. If you guys like this review, if you want to hear more reviews about other games, right now I'm playing Batman Arkham City. Great game, not ready for the review because I'm not done yet. But if you want more reviews, subscribe. If you like this, thumbs up. Please give me some comments. I want to know your thoughts, your feelings, what you thought was good, what you thought was bad. Post a video response. Have a great day. Jesus bless you, and good gaming.